It's easier. What's going on? We back.
Yes, we are, man. You see the
Smoke
shirt?
session. Copy shirts. Hit the DM. Get you one of these nice fresh boys. But yeah, man. Crazy sports, man. Crazy in sports, man.
And since we can't cue the intro, we gonna go old school with it because we going live today. So
We wanted to get this out as
we
soon
gonna
as
do the
possible.
so we gonna hit you with the old school intro. So you know what I mean.
This is
The smoke session. I'm Blaze Stack Up.
Mills.
It's the podcast where we talk about sports, crypto, all types of good stuff. But right now we gonna talk about Embiid and you know what I mean. It's a
I'm gonna say it like this.
good topic.
Embiid was the MVP. And I blame him for. No, I can't actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I was listening to the Fanatic 95.7. Shout them out. That's the Fanatic in Philadelphia. Get all the Philadelphia sports. But they was blaming Embiid. But then again, did y'all forget that he was hurt?
Good thing to bring up.
I mean, did y'all forget just because he out there playing? I mean, he's 100%, right? So now that he's hurt, he can't give you that 30-40. He gonna need some help, and that's what he was saying. It was taken out of context, but I understand what he was saying. I feel him 100% because we know James ain't gonna.
He definitely said that in the press conference. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he definitely said it, and it's like I feel him 100% because he know, all right, I ain't 100%.
So somebody got to step up and give me the 100 and let me fill in as the
as a guy that's going to
let me play a third role or a second
and
role.
help y'all get over that. You know
what's sad because not to cut you off, Maxey definitely they had the pressure on. He did what he had to do. He had like 17, nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. Tobias, I never expect more than 19 from anywhere 15, but we all know who he's throwing that shot at.
Mm-hmm.
We need James Harden to do them 40 points, like we said. Any 30s minimum, but he's not doing it.
That's not James.
And he's never given it to him in the playoffs.
That's not playoff James.
And as you're seeing, Maxey has to do the 30s and 40s. Tobias has to do them because James is not doing it. That's where they're really pointing the finger at. We need him to step up so the other guys can fall in line. Right. That's who we're worrying about. But and another thing you said that was a real valid point. I didn't know that. I forgot he got hurt. He did get hurt though. Mm-hmm. He was just out. So and that was the game James Harden went crazy and dropped 42.
Right, first game. Yeah. And speaking of being hurt, I know what it is to have a knee problem. So I know that knee ain't 100% at all because it took me 5 years just to get back to where I was.
That's probably why he was settling for the shot so much and not driving.
He athlete. I'm just a guy that just played basketball and recreational sports to stay in shape. So. They want him to turn around and be MVP, drop 50. That's impossible if you're hurt. So I can't blame Embiid 100%, but I can blame him for the body language and how he was moping around. He do that. So does James Harden. And we already know what James about. We know playoff James don't come around too much. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I ain't surprised at James. I'm surprised at how they performed, the whole Sixer team. Very, very embarrassing. And I believe that they ain't going to be around next year. James won't be around next year. Embiid is iffy. I heard he want to go to Miami, play with Jimmy Buckets. And if he do that, they right back in the playoffs. Because Jimmy Buckets, he ain't going to stop. That boy got pure heart. He may not have all the talent that these motherfuckers got, but the heart beats talent. If you got more heart, it's gonna be some more talent. Trust me.
And that's the thing. When you got enough talent with so much heart,
makes you dangerous.
And that crazy mindset makes you dangerous because he got the talent.
Like
it's just
and the mic.
It might not look as pretty as some people, or he might not do all the flashy dunks, but he'll still go up and do a two-hand dunk and flush that joint. Like he still does everything aggressive. He gets it done. Just like Kawhi. Kawhi really won't do all the crazy flashy look to his stuff, but he'll still get the bucket. Quick one-hand flush, little. So that's what Jimmy do. Jimmy will hit shots. See, Jimmy's not a three-point shooter, but out of nowhere when he needs them, he does it. So Jimmy's just an all-around in his mindset. He's not scared to shoot it. No. He's just going to do what he does and play his game. Mm-hmm. And he is very effective.
Play his game.
You know what I mean? So that goes back into the mindset, just staying locked in. Don't never let nobody take you out of your game, which we seen what happened with the Sixers. That was just all over.
I called that as soon as the game started. You can see the body language.
Mm-hmm.
wasn't dead.
No, it
Energy wasn't dead. Jaylen Brown had the energy coming right on out. So did Tatum.
You gonna hear it on this podcast all the time. All we talk about is mentality, energy, and heart, man, and it's all just in the same thing. Just how you want to word it.
Yeah.
So what we're getting at is, yeah, if you don't got that mindset to go out there and put in that work, that Jordan Kobe mindset.
What you think will happen?
Now this is going in with that because, like we said, Harden's probably going to go,
Mm-hmm.
or be Embiid, and then it could be both. I don't know what's up with Maxey. There's a lot of wild stuff with that team because every time someone gets traded, or they talk about trading somebody on that team once they got Harden, they sit there and throw Maxey in the trade topic first. They always throw it out there. Oh, let's get rid of
What do you
Maxey.
think that is?
Because everybody thinks Harden is that guy, the superstar he's supposed to be, and then Embiid's obviously the guy. So they just throw Maxey in third, and they're like, "Who we get the money for?" Instead of maybe filling in like Tobias, who is obviously taking a lot of money and never producing as much. He's still only gonna give you 19 max, and then Maxey is like, I don't know. That's why they were treating him like they never gave him his proper respect. But we heard the big bear, little bear thing. We heard all that. We seen it, and he does what he does, and he's the guy that had 17, and B had 15, and Harden had 9. Maxey is never the problem, and that's what they're going to have to figure out now because he's such a nice guy. Just like I seen Harden and him start having a little problem. Then you said it yesterday. Damn, you really don't fuck with Harden. Don't fuck with Maxey. Why? Yeah, like we be seeing little shit that the world probably you might see it, you might not. But let's put this.
We don't pay attention.
ESPN ain't gonna put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like we see it in the world, we don't know. But ESPN ain't gonna First Take ain't gonna put that out there. You can see how Harden doing Maxey. That ain't right. He ignoring him, curving him, all that, disrespecting him on the court.
Right.
So
seen that yesterday. That shit was crazy.
And then y'all obviously ain't in the game, and everybody ain't really picking each other up when you each other down because y'all don't fuck with each other. Obviously, Embiid's quick to sell Harden under the bus if he don't get the job done. So everything they doing is strictly business, no friendship. This is just business. You fuck up my nigga, I'm letting the world know.
I never seen James and Embiid out before PJ got there. Sorry, PJ. Sorry, PJ Tucker, my bad. PJ Tucker kind of is cool with the both of them, but I see him and Harden out all the time. You know what I mean?
You want to know, and that's probably why they brought PJ there, because PJ, and that's how he is. Even when I'm watching him play defense and he had the better game, he makes like a second 3-pointer, and then he starts snapping, talking on defense, and they actually got a defensive stop, and he got the board. I remember this. It fell right in his lap. But what he did is he talked. He's more of a voice, and that's what I feel like he's more the guy, the old head, the vocal leader, the more So that's what he tries to do. I
like PJ, but they just paid him too much.
Way too much.
That's all. PJ is a very good person to have on your team.
I wouldn't mind him even coming off a bench like a good role player. He should not be no starter, I don't feel like. But even if he did, it's because, like you said, we know he is the vocal guy, keep everybody together. That mental thing on the court, I go out there and play right now and I get no buckets, but I'm talking, keeping niggas motivated, telling niggas that, you know what I mean? That's like, all right, PJ was shooting, but PJ didn't have another PJ because his coach wasn't being good enough. And that's where we'll get to with the coach. Doc Rivers, his 33rd loss, game 7, right? Damn near 33rd or 34. He's in the 30s. Doc Rivers is the highest. He had the most losses in them game 7s and deep in the playoffs.
I don't know if it's 33. That's kind of high.
It's in the 30s. It's bad. And then he, like I said, whether it's game 7 or deep in the playoffs with the Clippers, he don't get over that hump, and that's because he has great seasons. You know why? Because everybody does good, like James Harden in the season. But when it counts, niggas start choking, buckling, it gets real out there. So, just saying, Doc is not going to motivate them the right way like he should. Like PJ is sitting there motivating the other people. Yo, keep shooting, do your thing when you're off. That's what you do. That's what I'm doing on the court. Mill, you going in? Keep going to work. Do your thing. You know
Tatum, right?
Get what I'm saying? Yeah, go crazy. They didn't worry about you go crazy today. We'll fill in, but this is you, and we going to keep gassing. Every time Tatum did something, have you said that? Do you see the energy that Marcus Smart and them was carrying on that court when they calling timeouts? They walking off celebrating like they made the shot. That's what your people got to feel when you on their team, they know you got all right, my team with me.
Mm-hmm.
And they gassing me to the max. So PJ should have had that from his team. PJ never had a crazy game. I was about to say this shit can go viral. All he had to do is drop 20.
Mm-hmm.
They was about to
He could have
share
won
that
it.
shit. They could have won
He
that
could have
with
won
PJ.
that.
If everybody else played their part. And or just gas PJ, like go ahead and try to get 30 tonight. His numbers were good. But nah,
Yeah.
they didn't gas PJ. PJ was the only one trying to get, all right, now I'm going, but y'all get y'all shit together because this really what it's
This
about.
ain't-
Y'all,
look.
this ain't me.
Right.
I need y'all to kick it up because that's what's going to make us win. And he was trying and nobody, it was just him alone.
I feel PJ on that because
He didn't have no Jimmy Butler out there with him.
Right.
That's
I
why
had a
them two
moment
was
like
so
that.
dangerous together because Jimmy going to hype him up. And then PJ definitely gonna hype Jimmy, and you gonna need, but Jimmy gonna hype himself up.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got somebody hyping the Jimmy up, just like you got somebody hyping you up, you gonna score regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But when y'all got somebody really hyping y'all up, nah, that's dangerous. That's why LeBron's dangerous because he'll play with a Kyrie and make Kyrie go crazy at times, or play with Wade and the Bosches. But really, when they're good, oh yeah, LeBron's the best motivator. Because you got Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe telling you you're good and take the shot. Oh yeah, I'm in my bag now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So. And I don't, and that's crazy because I know Embiid's telling Harden to take the shot, but like you said, they don't talk outside and this and that. So when they're on the court, they barely talk right on the court together. I only see them talk when they're excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, when they're winning.
Winning, yeah.
So they're having a good time. Now everybody's having a good time and talking. Nobody talks when they're mad. They can't get out no slumps.
Mm-hmm.
They just.
That's crazy. Yeah.
PJ was the only one out there. Come on, I heard him yelling off the TV like. Maxie's never going to talk to nobody on the court.
He's gonna smile.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so that's the, and when, as a good coach, like you were saying in the car, not on live, good coaches know their players. You know what I mean? Certain people you can't talk to a certain way. Certain people you got to, so Maxie's the smiler. You got to, he's not going to talk to everybody. But you know how to motivate him and keep him right.
Right.
And then you know what to do to tell the other guys to make sure he's right. But if you don't got the other guys moving right now, Maxie, I see it. He's out of it. He's not fucking with that team right now.
Nah.
He don't like them because he know that half of them don't fuck with him like that. Half of them niggas in these, they really doing it for the money. Maxie had a contract coming in and he got it. But will he stay? We'll see. Harden got his contract just to get his contract. But will he stay? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like, it's crazy.
I think he's going.
And that's why he's scared of a B because what, his contract gonna be up soon or something like that?
I would say 2 years.
So once you get around that year, it's like you can almost start negotiating something with that 1 year. Somebody buy that shit out. So
Right.
he's ready. His agent is ready to get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I can see him going with Jimmy.
And why not? You know, why you still got a little time and talent. He, like you said, he came off an injury. He's already been banged up from the start of his career. He's ready for a championship. He don't got time to waste. Trying to hope he don't stay healthy. That's another thing. He didn't really stay healthy none of the full season. They said he got banged up last playoff.
He did.
So
he broke his face.
Oh yeah, you remember him? So he needs that help that's really going to guarantee, like when a Tyler Hero goes out or somebody goes out, Jimmy. Yeah, you know, we in here. But when a Tyler Hero goes out or somebody goes out, Jimmy drops the 40. He don't give a damn. He gonna do it.
He gonna do it, and I think Embiid knows that. And he knows who he can play with and who he can't play with, because there's so many people on a squad that everybody got their role, everybody know their role, and everybody gonna stick to their role. Not everybody know that in the league. You know what I mean? No, they just out there for the checks. Like
that's all. Yeah, some you can't tell them shit, so
yeah.
they don't. You can't give me no role, nigga. I'm that nigga.
Exactly.
You got me fucked up. So the Hornets just out there just playing.
Jordan Poole
just I don't know what
he
definitely don't know his role.
He don't know his role at all.
He don't know his role. Jordan Poole thinks
we just go through the line. We just gonna give you a couple examples so we on our shit.
You know what? I think Clay knows his role.
Clay knows his role,
but I think Clay is starting. Clay is uncomfortable with the respect he gets because of his role, because he don't mind being the second guy. But it's like that boy, he wants his respect, and
he's not gonna get it unless he goes somewhere else. But he don't want to do that because that's not him.
And it's smart. I like where he's at. Right. And you know what I like about Clay though? He's really letting you know, I want my own rings in Golden State. Us, he rides for that team. Clay is with the team,
right?
With his niggas, him and Curry. But he, like, we also are agreeing though that he wants niggas to know that I'm like that though. and they kind of forget him real fast. You ain't really gonna hear about it. If Golden State ever wins, they gonna right to Curry.
Mm-hmm.
It's never gonna be just
the game before he hit like 7 threes or 8 threes or something like that.
No, he did. He went crazy.
But, hey,
but you know when it's all said and done, who they gonna put up on that main poster, that banner? Who gonna be in the center of the bus? Who the main nigga is? Gonna be Steph Curry and that motherfucker. Like so. And I ain't saying you fully hating on. That's cool. You know, that's when you see how Scotty and Michael
is a great player, but you always need that second person to take the edge off and take the pressure off.
And I think that's what puts the battery in their back to say y'all got them fucked up when it comes to them winning games now, because that's all it is for them. They're already put in second place, so they got to get first place championships and know that was a part of that. And y'all gonna see what I did, and they let you see their standout games like Scotty did at times. And I
think not to cut you
no, you go.
But I think they need to go younger. Get rid of some of the old pieces and go back.
So what you think about that? Like, who you think?
Draymond going.
All right. I think it's about that time, Dre.
I would keep Looney. He's still young. He's like 28, maybe about to hit 30, if that.
Would they be able to keep Draymond if he takes a pay cut and he goes on the bench?
I wouldn't keep Draymond. I don't like the energy.
Okay, I like that. It's time for a new get that fighting shit out. Is what you're saying? All that extra shit that he.
What's his name? Kaminga.
Yeah.
Young boy got talent. It's his time now. Play that power forward stretch. He can shoot, dunk, and he younger and athletic. Get him in there. Take some of that pressure off Curry and them.
Get him used to playing with them. Get his reps in.
He good. Next year, he need to be the bull. I mean, and you still got Wiggins, and you still got.
Yeah, and that's another. Yeah. A lot of them.
You said. You still got young, but you still got your vets.
Let them get their chemistry and with them good vets while they got a chance.
Keep Poole bum ass on the bench. Let him shoot all he want on the bench. And come off 6-man. Do what you want. I don't care what you do.
Poole has it in him to be 6-man a year, but he's showing he's not he's all-star or nothing like that.
You're not going to be on the floor 5 minutes left in the quarter. I'm going to leave that to Curry and Thompson.
He definitely lost that.
He lost that. He just out here just shooting some old wild shit like you, Chef Curry. Nigga, I don't know what you thought this was.
Who gave
that nigga the green light?
Well, they gave it to him because he was shooting it and making it. But as we see, just like Harden, Poole he didn't show up in the playoffs, and that's the problem. And people get lost, but it's like that's what happens to a lot of these dudes that ain't
put him
really
up there
built like
anyway.
that.
He ain't do shit.
Now this is the thing. Now he came off the bench. Now this is the bad thing. Just with the shot, I can see if he didn't do nothing at all. Because I agree.
I'm talking about in his career.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah.
I'm not worried about the regular. Great player off the bench. But what have you done in your career that you can get the green light with seconds left on the clock and pull that shit?
And it's the thing, when Clay was gone, Curry was gone, Poole was holding it down. He was. Like, he's the reason, keeping it G, he's a huge reason why they made it to the playoffs. Like, in their...
last year or this year?
This year with their record. Like, as in there was... Just like, we'll go to Dylan Brooks later and John Morant that you see in the thing. And shout out to Cameron and Mace, too. He wanted to... So
shout him out.
He did that.
You know Dipset been my boy.
It is what it is, man.
I mean, so it is what it is.
That's the podcast. I like that.
They podcast. They got people on there talking about real shit.
But like, you know, with just Jordan Poole, it's like he was scoring before, and then out of nowhere, you know, like he was the reason. Just like I was saying with John Morant and Dylan Brooks. John Morant got into that trouble. Dylan Brooks held it down. Dylan Brooks was winning some games when Ja was nowhere to be found. And that's why niggas knew his name on top of being a nuisance. And now Ja comes back. He doesn't show up. Ja don't show up. They just coming at Dylan Brooks and he talks so much shit and nobody likes him. He's just weird. He looks at it. They just went crazy on him. But that's the same thing with the Poole thing. As in Poole, when Clay and them wasn't there, Poole was holding it down, keeping the record kind of clean, giving the fans what they want to see. Like, oh shit, this is like he's actually shitting, dropping 30 at times. So that's what he did. But what he also did, like we said, he never really showed us nothing to career guaranteed that he's the guy we're going to be giving the green light to at them times. But they tried it because of what he showed in the season, which ain't what it is in the playoffs.
It's not.
And the thing is, when he was in the playoffs, he did so bad. It's not even about the shots he was taking and the shot selections, but he tried to do a layup and missed a whole dead open layup while going 2 for like 14 that game. That was the game that just put it out there, and everybody put the radar on him. Then he came back the next game and did the same thing and lost. But the first game, he probably went 2 for like 14 missing open layups at the end of the game. Like you said, why is he still in? But they gave up, so they just left him in, and he's just not making nothing. To the point, it honestly looked like Poole was paid off that game.
Mm. Well, he got to get that bread back for that date, that 500K.
It looked like somebody,
Like
yeah,
Spikes.
like somebody somebody had some bread.
Need that
Like, it
500K
honestly, it looked
back.
like Poole bet against himself. Like you said, I need that 500K back. He put bread down on the ticket and bet against himself. Like, I'll watch us lose under me not make shit. That nigga, Poole used to make 2 threes. You couldn't get 1 3 from this nigga. I had 1 3 for this nigga. He ain't get that shit the last game. Poole. That's all you do is shoot threes.
Right.
So like you said, yeah,
I seen the talent from no, you good. Last year I think when he was doing step backs like Curry. I was like, oh shit.
All types of shit, man. He
got
made a name for himself for a reason. He got that check for a reason. They ain't do it for nothing. But just like Harden. Harden was MVP. They was loving him over there in Houston. He was the guy getting all this money. Nigga, every time he hit the playoffs, like, who is this nigga? CP3. Nigga, this guy and all that, and the playoffs come. Who are these niggas? But it goes back to this. Y'all are somebody. Y'all will learn one day. Shout out to Phil motherfucking Jackson. Doc Rivers, you're not him. It's levels to it. Phil Jackson had Michael Jordan. They said Michael wasn't winning like that. No, why y'all comparing him like LeBron? Yeah, no, he wasn't winning. But one day, Phil seen it in this nigga. And it takes a certain type of coach when you got the ball at practice and you make a shot or you dribbling and 2 niggas cover you, then they run a triple team and you and shoot it on them niggas and you make it and the coach says, do that shit again. He didn't say pass it to the open niggas. He said, do that shit again. That's the type of coach I am. Could you get him ready now? Jordan is shooting killer shots all season. Now when the big moment comes, because he takes all the shots, he's ready to take that last shot. But when you got LeBron out there that passes on the right moments, then the big moment comes. You think he ready to shoot? That nigga ain't been practicing that all season. No, he know when to make the right pass though. So get with Chalmers. Here it comes. Ray, here it comes. Whatever happened. We going 4 out of 10. Mike was 6 and 6 for a reason. Kobe was 5 out of 8 for a reason. Because now this is what I'm about to say about Phil. Now he goes get Kobe. Kobe was a bench player. He wasn't no main guy. Phil, being the coach he was, saw what he had in him. Yeah, he tried to play like Mike, but that don't make you Mike. No, he saw that in him and brought the Mamba out of this nigga. Not the air mentality, the Mamba. He made a new mentality, but it's still that Mike killer mentality. Yeah, he brought it out of him, and that's why when Kobe was about to be out of it, Kobe had games when he was only hitting 20, 16 in playoff games. They wondering what's going on, but Shaq was the MVP. Yeah, we know. But Phil knew how to talk to the Shaqs and Kobes. I got 2 of these killers that wanted, so I'm going to make sure they both stay in the game and never give up. Then he was such a good coach that when he played against Allen Iverson, they got a win on his ass. I don't know how with that team. He said, let me call in Tyronn Lue, a real street nigga. Shout out to my boy Tyronn Lue because I love how he coaches because he's a real nigga. And that's what it was. That's why he was able to cover Allen Iverson that day. But that was Phil being Phil. Coaches count. They bring out the best in these people. You know, because I can do it with you and other people. You know, when I'm an on-court coach, I know how to motivate my niggas. That's a part of it. It's not about telling niggas the X and O. No, gas a nigga, motivate them, bring the best out of you. When you can do that to your friends or even to your players, that's why a lot of players, that's why Michael stayed with that nigga that long. That's why Kobe stayed with Phil that long. That's why Phil got 10 of them things, man. Might have more, I don't know, but that's why Phil is like that. Larry Brown, shout out to him, man. He made Allen Iverson be a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Allen shot over 7 niggas. Yeah, I know that don't make sense. Yeah, Allen shot over everybody plus the bench. Allen wasn't even giving a damn about his teammates. And that's Larry saying, yeah, keep shooting that shit. Go 20 for 60 tonight, but shoot that shit. Got him to get a win against Kobe one day. That's better than nothing. He got it. So just saying it's the coach, man. That's all.
In the finals, yeah.
And that's where Doc is not making that 50-point Harden step it the fuck up. You know what that boy can do. What you doing, Doc? Doc, I swear, go look at the shit. Niggas sitting down like this the whole time while the Celtics coach is going crazy. And Tatum, shout out to your boy, because Tatum was ass. We've been talking about him been fucking up. But that coach knows what that nigga do. Just like I told you, he's a superstar. Didn't I say that? I know what he got him in. Did they have the same coach last year?
No.
Thank you. So this young new nigga said, stop playing with me. I know you got it. and you've been fucking up, but it's how you finish. And he brought it out in him that day on Mother's Day. Shout out to his mom, man. Boy went 51 out there when they counted because his coach ain't give up to him. And watch his coach. He was walking down the whole sideline. Every chance he get, he calling the players over, engaged them on like he's in the game.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Doc is not that guy, man. After seeing it, every time when he loses, he's not engaged in talking to his team. It's that simple.
Yeah, man. Look, I know you want to talk about Doc because I know Doc. You know what I mean, and some things never change. But back to Tatum, we all know he's great. But what has he been doing in the playoffs the last few years?
And you know what? I agree with that, and that's why I had to say that coaching thing so much because a lot of players, shout out to Mike Gilchrist, a lot of players are going to get shorted in life, whether it's to getting the championship or whatever, and it's not going to be all the coach's fault. But a lot has to do with the coaches, and they think just because we got good players, we don't have to have a good coach out there. Coaches count, owners count, that bring these people around, good players around you, all that counts at times. So, but mainly coaches, what I'm about to say.
Can I ask you this though? Yeah. Would you say that more football too,
or just every sport? Because I can't say I know. Even going into boxing, Mayweather is great, but him having his dad be his dude, they just been great together so much. And they said the way he trains him is just, you know what I mean? Mike Tyson, everybody can't train Mike.
Right.
Get what I'm saying? He probably would have been fell off already because he would have did a whole bunch of dumb shit. So Gus being there for him to kind of start him off at least helped him get that far because he probably wouldn't even made it there. So you got to know, like I said, to talk to certain players. Some players fight all day. Ron Artest, thank God he went with Phil Jackson later. And then, did he get a chip with Phil or no?
I don't know. Did they
Meta World Peace get one with them? I don't know. But
I know Paul Gasol and Kobe got one. Yeah. I don't know if he was on that team. He might have been.
But I guess he was on an okay enough team where he did good enough with Kobe one year.
He was over there,
but we'll check that. But just saying, like Meta World Peace, he was able to finish good with Phil. You know what I mean? Like Rodman, perfect example, and get a chip or two with Phil. You know what I mean? Where he just a shout out dude. So,
yeah. Let's see.
You just gotta know your people a little bit, and just like football, it counts. I mean, Andy Reid, I guess, I don't know. He's kind of got it in him a little. I think Andy Reid, some coaches, that's another thing. They're so good that they need superstars, and the superstars need the coach. But you can't go midway with it. Andy needs a great team.
Yeah.
So when
he was right.
He got one, right? All right. So that's going. Shout out to Phil Jackson. Now this dude beat up fans in the stands, whatever. No, I'm agreeing with him.
Phil Jackson said, quotes, called Artest the most valuable player. Game 7 against the Celtics. He won his first championship with the Lakers, 2010-2011 season.
And that's it. Won his first one with the Lakers and his only one with the Lakers, or unless he won another one with them. But
no, that's his only ring.
Yeah. So just saying. I mean, Phil being a great coach. Once again, I just feel like it helps, and it's not just that. Even like Allen Iverson and them, like AI's team wasn't the best. But Larry was a hell of a coach.
They wasn't the best. Them niggas was trash.
You know what I'm saying? But that coach was a good ass coach. You know what I mean? On top of so you do to put Aaron McKee in that time. You know you do what they had to do.
I mean, they barely was scratching the surface with that.
What they was doing? They had a different lineup back then.
AI
boy was a bad motherfucker to be playing with that team.
That nigga was bad.
And be the height he was and the size and
with that bum ass team. Oh my god! I mean, I think the best team was the Mutombo. Yeah, that team that went. Right? But it was only Mutombo, Aaron McKee. I don't know who else was good.
Ratliff was on that team.
Theo. I don't think Theo and Mutombo was together, but they might have been. But he was old.
Because that's when Ratliff was running the 4 and Mutombo might have ran the 5.
Yeah.
And they might have,
but I know they had
they
had some. What was Todd McCullough over there or something like
that?
They
definitely probably had him and Matt Geiger.
Automo.
DC was out there at the Dennis. Derek Coleman was out there running the center at 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, it was
wild playing against
Shaq. Rough. Yeah, against Shaq. And he loved to play against little niggas. He a feast on that ass. What?
Sit there playing doing that shit with Shaq like that.
Nah, Shaq was playing.
But you know it's crazy. Like we said, they had Shaq, all them niggas, and they was playing, and Shaq got a win. I mean, AI got a win on them niggas.
Yeah,
So that kind of made them nervous. Where Phil said, "Hold up, Larry, think he got me? Let me do something real quick."
Yeah,
Phil got somebody from somewhere that this nigga was nowhere on the team. I doubt he was on the roster. He was not on the bench. We never seen this man come in one game in our life. Then all of a sudden he's out there covering Allen Iverson like it's nothing. So, but Phil, you know he got the juice. He got Michael Jordan juice. So if anybody got juice in the game where he's owning teams and this and that, yeah, Phil. So Phil was able to say, "I want a dude to come in this game and cover AI," and that's what he did.
Shout out Tyronn Lue, man. I fuck with Tyronn Lue too.
But then Tyronn Lue, like I said, even going into coaching again, he had LeBron James on the Cavs, but he also had the killer Kyrie Irving.
Did he?
When Tyronn Lue had LeBron, he's sitting there with LeBron. That's why they ain't click. You feel me? LeBron like, man, this dude's too much for me because
he telling me the right stuff.
Yeah, he keeping it too raw with me at times, and I don't want to hear it. You know,
I'm LeBron James.
Yeah, I do it when I'm ready, nigga. But you know, LeBron, Tyronn brought the best out you in a way, or brought a lot out of you in a way, and he just ain't give a fuck, and he gave you that chip. But pretty much he was sitting there when you didn't want to do it, playing against a Golden State team. He told Kyrie, well, nigga, I know what you can do, and that's what great coaches know and do. They see where the talent is. He saw his other guys stepped up and was in his bag and how great he is, and that's where the world starts saying, "Oh, Kyrie might really be like that great." You know, Kyrie been that great.
Been that. Yeah.
It's just y'all didn't see it because he wasn't surrounded with LeBron James and you know everything that else they try to put around there, Kevin Love and all this other shit, and Tristan. So and J.R. Smith that played. You know, J.R. was like that with the Nuggets, and then you know, so and then the Knicks, so.
Yeah, he started getting goofy at the end.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and also that's another thing. A lot of them changed their game, mainly when they play with LeBron James.
You got to.
You start turning into a wing, just set up and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit happened. They stopped driving.
The pressure's
all that
on
shit.
you.
You get what I'm saying? All you got to do is make your shot.
Yep.
And LeBron won't pass it. But that's where I think Tyronn was like, I think you should shoot more. And LeBron had some games where he went off and shot. But that's where he let Kyrie go crazy. He said, fuck it, you go off then. Kyrie started doing turnaround threes and main game winners and shit. So Tyronn Lue did not mind saying we're going to give it to Kyrie. Bring it up and just do what you do.
Right.
And I just know he's a good coach, and that's why. And he's just, you know, he knows basketball. He's good at that. So, but then into football, any other sport, man, baseball, anything, like you're going to need the right person that can coach you, motivate you. That's the key thing.
Yep.
Phil even said, I'm not the best at X and O's, but I'm probably one of the best motivators. So.
I agree 100% with that.
But I guess the next spin,
what we got?
Go right into Ja Morant, man. How you feel about that?
The young goofy man, huh?
I guess you feel like
young goofy.
That's how Shannon feels, because
goofy.
Shannon, you know, he said, like, you can say you're sorry, this and that, but you gotta, you know, I see it with your actions. And
Blaze, come on, Blaze. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna go by what you say because 1, you a real nigga. 2, you an athlete, and 3, we not giving these opportunities every day. You out in the streets flashing guns in clubs?
No.
All right. So I guarantee you ain't gonna be in the car flashing no guns either.
No.
In broad daylight.
No, we're not doing that.
On live. All right. Well, I'm just asking, Blaze, because it sounds real dumb. Because I ain't never seen you flash no one. I barely see. You feel what I'm saying?
You know, so though, because I was talking to Chris about it,
okay.
And we was just talking about. He's like, yeah, but he blamed NBA YoungBoy, and I'm like, how you gonna blame YoungBoy? And it's a real thing, you know.
How you blame him?
We talked about it. I said it's not YoungBoy. It's deeper than that. It's like YoungBoy didn't just start this. When the social media kicked up, I say around the Chief Keef era.
Right. I agree.
Even like music videos, I say us. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who these niggas OGs are. Because when I came back from rap, people been talking about this shit back then. He's like, oh, we had Lil Wayne. No, Lil Wayne then was talking shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was talking shit way back in the day. Ice-T and them would take a picture with a chopper and stuff, but it looked more like a prop, or they would do it in the magazine, this and that, boom, boom, boom. But it wasn't like an everyday, like this is 6 o'clock at my crib, and you keep knowing this is me in my living room, and then I'm doing a story that stays up for 24 hours, and you see me just flashing guns. that didn't really start happening. Even Soldier wasn't doing it back then. Soldier was chilling, just dance videos with rubber band chains and shit on. Now he out here with the Draco, got to do it because that's what the game turned to, and he's obviously a social media killer, and he ain't losing that. So he's gonna do whatever it takes to stay on top. What they doing now, I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
When Chief Keef and them came out, like I said, we never seen music video. We was talking shit in them songs. All our videos you look at, you never seen a gun, a legit brick of bud, nothing, no coke, no nothing. But we can talk anything we want in it. You might see a blunt, that's about it, and a bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and a bitch shaking some ass. That's about it. Now these niggas, full blown, and I'm talking about the old school rappers. You never seen Biggie and no John. Biggie talking that shit, but I never seen him with just real bricks of cocaine or and niggas doing all type of the real guns. Biggie with the blick with the
I ain't
ladder
gonna
hanging
lie.
out the back.
Puffy wasn't gonna get him caught up doing no dumb shit like
You know
that.
what I'm saying? While he's still talking all that 10 crack commandments, all these different types of songs, you feel me? He
Who
wasn't
shot you?
even Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep was doing, but you never seen them with the blicky. They was robbing niggas for real, doing whatever they must have did to Pac and who else, God rest his soul, but they was out there doing what they was
Yeah,
doing.
they started that blicky shit,
Wu Tang was out there doing a whole bunch of bullshit, but
right?
the Ghostface was with the shit. Raekwon, as I see, was with the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Raekwon was the chef, but he wasn't ever. When you saw him as a chef, we thought he was just a fat nigga, the chef, unless you listened to the words and the music and knew. Because the kids, and thank you, I'm happy now I just said that. Because as a kid, they never showed me he was a chef in crack, and no way. I wasn't put, and they didn't show that shit.
No.
I had to really be smart enough to listen to the lyrics and then know the shit. That simple as
The
that.
problem was our parents didn't. When did you learn about crack? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, probably around
If it was a young age,
young.
I mean,
I wouldn't say super young, but young enough. But like
but you knew what it was because of what? Because now you not around it, but you seeing certain things. So now, when let's say I was 5 or 6, and you not seeing certain things on TV, no offense to no transgenders or whatever, you ain't seen that on TV.
Yeah,
You don't even know what that is.
Nope.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know what gay was until I seen movies, niggas acting gay. I'm like, I don't know what these niggas do because I ain't seen it, didn't know
just
what
like
that
you
was.
seen, just like you seen Prince with the heels. You didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know. I just thought the boy was just wearing some high jumps to be a little taller. I don't know, but they didn't put that on us, so we ain't really.
And how they say it now and project it out there. You're very right.
So now that's it all goes back to what you're seeing. So even if let's just say even if you did see it at a young age, but now that just goes back to what we around in the hood and how we brought up. You feel what I'm saying? So now you see that at a young age. Now you definitely gonna know what crack is. So now you might even be pushing something.
But even with that, now the thing is back to that. We, like I said, even their OGs, just like our OGs, them being them would be they would be our OGs, and then but their OGs obviously taught them just like how they taught us, and pretty much they were just letting them know, y'all can do all y'all gotta do. When y'all drop these videos, Ghostface, and then they were telling them like, yeah, y'all ain't gotta put that in the video, just do this. Ghostface had cartoon Daytona 500 with Speed Racer and Racer X and them doing the Cartoon Network videos, and his joint like they was so. Method Man and them was probably around it, but they had chains and shit with hooks swinging. Like they tried to be a little different. Like if it was hard, it was more like we'll make a horror movie more than really show cocaine bricks and guns in the John.
Right.
Like we say we're gonna really shoot you in the video or in the song, there's probably gonna be a nigga with a Jason mask running around cutting niggas up at that Max or something like that, or in a slaughterhouse, something like that. That's supposed to be hard. Right. But you're never gonna really see people take it that far in a video where they're in the car now a music video, and niggas really in the car with the guns, they loading the guns, they pull up, do a whole scene, hop out, robbing niggas, shooting. Like that never was in no music videos back then. Because we weren't even going to show none of that to let the cops try to be on the rappers like that. And that's what I learned now. So now the rap game turned to some loose shit, everybody trying to get on because I guess album sales ain't doing whatever. But the young niggas now, every video, they started having guns out there, bricks in the videos now to social media. Now niggas are showing they got their guns. So now everybody's flashing their guns on social media. That's where the game just fucked up. And now John Morant going to him. He's just another young nigga. He's not old. He's way younger than us, which we know. And he's out here just doing what all these young niggas do on social media. That's simply all he's doing. It ain't young boys for NBA young boy. That is social media and the new generation at Z shit they call them niggas. Gen Z. That's what they call them. Gen Zs or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So that era, these dude 2000 the babies. When you popped out in the 2000s, not nowhere, not even a 90s. Shout out to 90s babies in the 80s, but in anything with but the zeros.
Yeah, different.
Y'all started doing some wild shit, and now it's even new generation kids saying they scared of their own generation because they even know because they starting to do their knowledge now. Thank God for social media to go back and see how we came up with what we talk about or the shit we on.
Right.
Y'all, I remember I did a whole music video. That's why I told Chris we can't blame young boy. I remember I was doing a music video and we did this shit called Overtime and we was whipping shit up everything in the video. Put it up on YouTube. Mm-hmm. My OG told me straight up, tattoo on his face and everything. You know what he told us?
What he said?
Take that shit down. You know what we did? Took that motherfucker down. That was a hit song and everything. Took that bitch smooth down because that's what OG said. Because he knew, that's not what y'all doing. Look, like you said, you never see me in my videos. So it's just like, I probably had one or two max, and that's what the game turned to now, where now we can do it. Mm-hmm. But now it's levels to it. Now we do that in music videos because you're allowed to. That's your low motion picture. But we ain't gonna go on IG now. You don't see us in the car. We had lots of jaws. It drop top everything. We not out here. Never see Bill with the blicky in the jug. Man.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like.
And then, like you said,
you're never gonna see me in the video.
If Bill making 100,000, 100 million or whatever, $1 million, nigga, I don't care. We making 10K a year. You hear me? Because I'm signed to something. The music was only giving me 10K a year, but it was guaranteed. And they said just don't have to blicky up dumb shit. Like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit. If Reebok told me right now, nigga, we give you 5 bands a year and just free clothes, I'm not doing nothing to fuck up my Reebok contract. Right. Let alone if they said we give me 100,000.
What?
And it's deeper than that because, like you said, the kids is watching now. So, like I said, when I seen Raekwon and them, I never looked at that because they never portrayed that.
Never. And
now these little kids want to get your Nikes and shit.
They
know what job.
You know who else you never seen a blicky in the video?
Who?
I'm sure Jada is one of my favorite rappers.
Jada, well, they the hard. You said it. They ain't nothing. No, that's it. You said it. D Block. They the hardest. Pause. The most craziest, most rawest gangster styles. Chic, Luch, rude, spitting your food, and y'all know the rest. If you know, if you don't, you don't. These niggas, I ain't never seen a D Block video with. I never seen them niggas with a gun. I never seen D Block with a gun. I seen him with hella weed. I never seen him with a gun. And they ain't had no pounds in no videos either. They barely seen him smoking in the video. I Get High. Was he smoking in that video?
Not too sure. I'm about to go back and look at that one.
He ain't have enough smoking scene. There was not no smoke in the I Get High video. I Get High. That motherfucker's in the alley. I see that shit with some lights. Shit was regular. That nigga's by himself. No niggas, not one nigga rolling up in that bitch or nothing. They ain't put no smoke in that shit. So yeah, it's just, no, you said it. It's some real shit. And all jokes aside, that's what it is, man. And y'all, they changed this to this bullshit.
I just want to give y'all a heads up. You just snitching on yourself. That's all. But hey, I ain't nobody. I'm just old nigga. They say, old hate nigga.
Nah, man. Right? Nah, you know what's funny? I'm happy you said that because that's what they said about Shannon. And I said, I was like, yeah, you sound like how Shannon. And nah, but that's really what Shannon said. They said in the comments acting like he hated and Uncle Tom. And nah, anybody would tell Ja, what the fuck are you doing? Because I'm not dumb and I see it. Ja, we know you in the streets, so you're doing what you want. You a street niggas. Mm-hmm. You had a red hat on. Nobody's going to say this. They already said something about his blood affiliation. You had a red hat on in the video. Your boy in the car that recorded you had a red hat on. Make sure everybody looks at that. Nigga in the back seat, I think, damn near had a red hat on.
Everybody had red hats on.
Now, somebody else, they showed a video of this nigga standing on top of the car with his red hat, and somebody had crutches. What happened to that nigga? And y'all out here with the blicky. What, he got hit? What happened to him? That's what it looked like to me. Y'all just out here with a whole bunch of street niggas. Like, shit crazy, y'all. It's okay. Be with them. But then y'all should know, I know street niggas that told me, you're street. We don't advertise this because we're really in the streets.
Right.
Simple as that. No way around it. So I don't know what's going on. It's just dumb niggas. That's dumb. That's dumb.
I'm telling you, real street niggas, like, they ain't advertising they street shit. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't broadcasting it. I'll tell you that. But hey, I ain't.
But fame is a sickness, and that's why I
It
say
is.
because there's some real shit. It is some real street niggas that's out there being stupid. ARAB, perfect example. I'll never take away from that man.
Mm-hmm.
ARAB is a real nigga.
But I'm sure
But
he
there's a
wasn't.
video of his dumb no, and that's where he
Yeah.
got indicted. His dumb ass definitely no. This it is what it is. No, you really had the nerve. Example, because I ain't seen nothing. But ARAB pretty much was like, or it's like me sitting there saying, he's in the video, blue sweatshirt. So y'all see blue sweatshirt, and his boys is in the joint with him. Nigga interviewing him, and he did a lot of Vlad Jones too. Remember that? Yeah, he was talking. So that's before he got locked. He got locked up several times. Now they got him again. He's in there like for good. This nigga had the nerve to say, "Yeah, like if I'm in a track and I talk that shit, that's the difference between us because we really live this shit. If I'm on the track and I talk it somewhat in these words, he didn't probably say exact, but this is really pretty much what he said. If I'm on the track, I'm living this shit. If I said I seen Mill shoot a nigga or do so and so last week, I really seen this shit. Or no, I really seen him do this shit. But the niggas right here in the video with me, and I'm saying this while there's other niggas there, the boys uncomfortable. They like, nigga, he really is. And next thing you know, not even maybe a month max, yeah, he's gone. And that video goes around. They share that all the time. They're saying how you really did that. Like he was really in Vlad interviews because of the fame. All that money ain't enough sometimes. See, when you don't got money, you want the money because it's deeper than that. Niggas want the bitches. They want the ass, the power, and the
Mm-hmm.
bitches. And the way you get the money, you think you're going to get the fame. But I got checks before. A lot of people got checks, and you notice, damn, you're just here with this money now.
Whole bunch of money.
So you know what it is? They think the money is what it is because you thought Michael Jordan was rich. That's how you got. No, Michael was famous too. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, all of them are famous, whether because they're put on TV or whatever. So you know what we had to start doing? Social media. I'm gonna let you see. I'm out here with
Mm-hmm.
these racks. Niggas now these niggas got 50 likes, but he got 100 bands on his joint. 50 racks, but he got a fucking bazooka and a fucking M16. These gangsters is really out there letting you see this shit because the bitches is out here. Oh, this yeah. So they trying to get a bitch. That's all. I'm not done. We gonna expose it right now. Get your shit together, people. Stop trying too hard. Fuck them bitches. Fuck everything, man.
Mm.
Because that's what fucked y'all up, man. Even rich niggas are showing they want to be famous now. The gangsters want to be famous. Whether you gotta do it now, just like Styles and them to sell your juices and whatever, and that's the new wave. And Jada's now got millions of followers, but you would never see them talking about social media. Now they on it. Or it's just the niggas that's really doing it for the wrong reasons, just because they want the bitches, and now they sharing dumb shit like guns and everything on their own. Because there's people out here doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this niggas out here selling just work on the social media now. Like,
Yo, was that Wilt Chamberlain?
oh, with the
200
2000 or
2,000. Either
with
was 200,000 bitches or it was 2,000 bitches. But I think it was 200,000. That's what I want to say.
it could have
But
been. Damn.
point in case is, what did he say at the end?
What is?
Do you remember what he said at the end? He's like, yeah, I really, looking back at it, man, fucking all them bitches, it was just, you know what I mean? I would stay with one woman.
I'm happy
Remember,
you said that. You did say, yeah, Will said it. He said, what I learned back then, you said it. He said, I thought me fucking a whole bunch of several bitches would make me feel like the man. He said, what I learned was you being able to fuck the same woman several times.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you, that's the thing. So, and then, everybody respected that. So
Nigga turn that shit around quick.
but you know what's funny? Because even as you get older, you realize it. Like even like us, you see like, and we can say this live on the drum. We settle down.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about this behind the scenes. Our girls don't believe us, but that's really what we're on. You know what I mean? And that's why we were able to do that. You see it, but nah. Sooner or later, you grow up, you just see life different,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it is. You start wanting real loyalty.
You got a girl. You gotta tell them this. And if you like social media and all that, just tell them the truth. Hey, look, I like social media, but that's just what that is. You know what I mean? I ain't going out. We know what these hoes about. That's why we ain't in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? We already know that they want the Birkin bags, the red, well, whatever new bag they want these days. I don't even know because I ain't buying them for these hoes.
It's crazy. Yeah, I ain't even keeping up on the
You
bags.
feel what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I ain't buying them for these
So I
hoes
don't know.
because I ain't got the time. I ain't got the money. I ain't got time to do none of that for them hoes. So it is what it is. Call me what you want. But a nigga smart. That's what it is. I ain't never gonna chase nothing. I ain't never gonna beg beg for nothing, and I ain't gonna wait no line for no bitch. So therefore, that's just what it is. Y'all gonna have to get your shit together because niggas like us, we a rare breed. I see niggas chasing all the time. Ain't nobody chasing. Look, it's 100 million people in this world. You better get it together. You know what I mean? Look, yeah, they don't know, man.
No, it's real.
As soon as that money gone, guess what? Who else is gone?
And that's the thing, yeah. So you better find the loyal one, man. The one that was really rocking with you, you know.
We could say it
and a lot of them go do it. That's why they do it. They got 100,000 bitches around them, but then that one night,
but look,
you gotta pay this bitch to be around you all day or whatever, or she around, but then why is she around? She ain't no real one that you made a real relationship with, and that's why you see these industry relationships don't last. Whether the woman bringing bread to the table or not, nah, because y'all just meeting motherfuckers just now and then thinking you gonna really think, nah, y'all don't really know that person.
I love Dillo to death. How many times has this bitch been married? Stop, ladies. Beautiful, beautiful 50-year-old woman. Shit. But that bitch been passed around the industry so long, I don't want nothing to do with that.
And that even, you know, we gotta, you know, social media, we don't know really J-Lo to the point that what I want to get at is, I'm agreeing, but what I'm getting at is J-Lo can be a bitch. I don't know. It's gotta be something wrong with this woman, though. You get what I'm saying?
You seen the new release?
Because I'm not gonna blame all the niggas. Yeah, you know,
on the red carpet.
And you see how she and I know that feeling.
Look,
he was upset. He's letting his emotion out. He's letting it be seen. But she just sitting there walking straight, but with the straight face, like she know either. He's mad at her, is what it looks like.
Yeah. And
I know she did something with her, and I don't think she did like cheat or nothing. Nah, but she probably did some, started arguing, pissing them off, doing nagging, something. Something she did. That this nigga pissed the fuck off now, getting in the car. Mad as hell. Just realized the camera looking at him. Oh, this nigga. Yeah, got bent fucked up. Second round in,
huh? You should left the ass on the first.
That's what that's what he's saying. I'm like, God damn it. But hey. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully J do what you got to do. I like her new movie too. The Mother, that shit hard.
Good movie, but go watch that on Netflix. But
she could be a little nuisance. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because the money, you know, it ain't everything like we said, but it's something about everybody ain't just leaving her for nothing. You know, I figure some of the niggas probably be cheating, and that's another thing. One thing is though, she could be that bitch that these niggas be trying to do shit. Just like Ben, he mad, got caught in the phone. Who this bitch? And she won't stop nagging. And now Ben in there just mad. Or you know, hey,
I wouldn't deny it. I wouldn't put a pass bull.
Diddy, she fuck with Diddy, like she fuck with these niggas that she
know.
But she want to try to put her foot down and say, yeah, you with me, you're not doing that, and they might do it. We don't know if that's what's going on. Maybe you know.
But the problem is the industry in that Hollywood, they do whoever and whoever's husband or whoever's wife they want. So therefore, then in the street, you probably ain't gonna hear about it unless paparazzi.
Get what I'm getting, and that's what I'm getting at. Because you heard about the Celtics coach. This nigga out here with Nia Long and fucking the owners. Like, come on now. So these famous men. I tell my bitch now, like when she be like, oh yeah, he's old, or they sit there and try to justify what the nigga is to the bitch. Like, nah, nigga, I don't trust no niggas. Cause I work with old niggas. Like these niggas is crazy. Let alone, like I said, money will make you what? These niggas got power now. And they will fuck anything on a lunch break after work and then go home to a wife and be 60 years old. There's niggas like that right now. Just telling my dad, old niggas out here push. I seen a nigga pull up in a Hellcat. Looking at this nigga like 75. And that's like, yeah, I guess it's cool. Now I see him hop out with the craziest shoes too. Like the gear was just crazy, and it's like not good, like a horrible. But what I'm getting is I feel like he gets his toy now and gets this now because he's still trying to impress something. Even if it's too late, it's never gonna be too late for these niggas. As long as you still kicking, an old nigga's gonna do what he wants to do. He ain't riding that Hellcat for nothing, nigga. He ain't never. He is not driving that because I like the speed, nigga. His old ass trying to shit. If he pulls up on somebody and a bitch give him enough play, he's going, yeah, get in. I ain't dumb. These old niggas crazy. Michael Jordan, we just talking about his girlfriend. Scottie Pippen's girlfriends. Like, they got the youngest, baddest, or whatever bitches they got now, and it's like, it's just whenever you really ready to settle down as a man, really. and just ready for the loyalty. You know what I mean? That's all.
Right.
Mike probably don't get no fucks right now.
Mike, like, man, look, I had mines just like Wilt. You feel me? So,
Sad thing about a relationship though, it goes both ways. So that's the thing. Maybe Mike was ready to settle down, but then he lost the right one at the time. You feel me? So that's another thing. So that's
right.
why, as a man, we learn at that I can see what Mike goes through. He
Mm-hmm.
ain't got me fooled. You can have all the money, but you ain't just. And then maybe you had. I don't know,
Nah,
but
I ain't
I'm a
happy.
different person. A person I want around me, living with me. If I think I'm gonna get this bitch money, that's why it's easy for Mike to get rid of this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he knows, like, yeah, I ain't giving you all this shit, bitch. I don't like you anyway, like that. Nah,
I'm
you
broke.
go,
Really broke. Man,
but at the same time, it's like,
he
nah,
got things. That nigga Mike ain't got no money.
you leaving
You
that
feel
back
me?
to this person that you really fuck
I
with.
mean, he got the Nike money, the Jordan money, the
Hmm.
deals, but really,
Well, that nigga made crazy money off the Hornets.
yeah, I know he sold them, right?
Yeah, he definitely just flipped the shit out of them niggas. I think he
Yeah.
bought them for 100 million, and
Mm.
now they was worth like something billion.
Yeah. Okay, so
He
he
made
got
one
he
of the
got
biggest flips of all time
he
with
got his
that.
bread back. Okay.
But like we said, who you think he want to get that girl that money if he passed away, or really worry about giving it to her? Like, nah. At the end of the day, because it's not a real bond with her probably, and that's the thing. I mean, he'll do it for now. We'll see, but I just see that's why them relationships don't seem like they last that long. You feel me? It's too much temptation out there for them, and then on top of it, I guess one of them don't want to settle down. That's usually, and then you find out sometimes the girls is out here fucking up too. So it ain't just the men.
Nah, it ain't just us.
Michael
Well,
B.
no,
Jordan been
look,
going
back
through
in the
some shit.
day,
You know
we
what
was
I'm
known
saying?
to be the schemers and the ones in the streets.
Hmm.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
the bitches done
Social
changed the
media
game.
though, we can expose it now. So now
Look,
you
y'all
really
done changed the
seeing.
game. Ain't no disrespect because I mean, I ain't gonna hate the game. You feel
Or
what I'm
did social
saying? But
media, like I said, the girls they was out here still, but they couldn't expose them as much. Just like girls now, they always have a little hoe in them.
well,
But
yeah.
now that social media's out and they can get a little clout over, they're like, well, fuck it now. I'll let it out. I'll let you
Mm-hmm.
know. I've always been, you know what I mean?
Got the OnlyFans popping.
They just show what Avril Lavigne or something, some old ass. What they now this bitch out here with her ass out. Iggy Azalea is just 100% some OnlyFans. Like these bitches just said fuck rap. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't care now, and they still trying to get in relationships.
Nah,
But
can't do that.
social media is the killer to everything. And that
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker fame is a drug, and it almost kills you so bad that like just like drugs, you don't care that that heroin is eating you away, making you look ugly, making you unhealthy. You just gonna keep doing it because you like how it feels. So these motherfuckers, they don't care how you look like a hoe. Nobody takes you serious or respects you. You just love how it feels for them instant likes right there at that moment, and then you fuck your whole future up and wonder why you can't get a man.
My bad.
Oh no, you good.
Just taking the time.
Oh yeah, that
4:52.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. That's why I haven't been on social media too much lately. And that's just because you need a break from it sometimes. You know what I mean? And I'm all about my mental, especially with my job in the solar industry. I need a clear mind to help these homeowners out and these people out. So I don't need social media clogging my and
Mm,
who getting arrested next and who got shot. Or, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I'll be back on. We still on. I mean, we still on smoke session for sure, getting you out the news and what's going on.
mm.
Before we wrap it up, I just want to get your take on who you think going to the finals. You know, I'm gonna ask you a few more times, but now that you know who's in the conference finals, because I'm very disappointed in Phoenix, and that's just because of their culture. I already I'm not gonna talk no shit on Devin Booker, but I don't like him.
Mm.
So I'm not. I was
Yeah,
rooting for KD
you
though.
called
I
him
fuck
out a
with
couple
KD
times,
though.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, Phoenix. I'll fuck with KD.
Mm,
I'm gonna put my shit aside with Devin. You know
mm.
what I mean? But that nigga, he a hoe. And I'm gonna say it right now, for real. I just don't like him. He a hoe.
Devin
And
Booker,
I
man, you ain't.
mean,
I guess you ain't holding it
nah,
down the
man.
right way. You must have been making my nigga lose a little bit of money on these prop
Look,
bets. So
look, man. It go way
you better
deeper
step
than
it up,
that, though.
big
You
guy.
feel what I'm saying? It go way deeper than that, but it's all good. We ain't gonna talk about it today.
Nah, but yeah,
But yeah, who you got?
I feel you on that to the point. I thought the Suns would have did something, but right now, if AD can stay healthy, I'm gonna just be quick with it and say I'm gonna go with the Lakers versus Celtics. We'll see what happens.
Mm. You think they gonna make that happen again?
I think they.
Wait, not again, but make that happen
Oh
because
no,
of
you
that
said it.
rivalry.
You said it. Like, well, I don't mean again as in this new era
Mm-hmm.
team, as in these players, but no, like you said, that rivalry. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I agree exactly with you. I think they're gonna try that again.
Okay.
And but you know what? Watch out for Nuggets, man, because
I think I have a feeling about these Nuggets.
yeah,
Still, for
I
some
don't think
reason.
Joker's gonna play with LeBron,
Well,
and they're guaranteeing putting pressure. You know what's mentality. LeBron ain't really always go through that.
I think it's Jamal Murray.
What that can make it happen?
I think Jamal Murray is out for blood.
Well, I feel like that too, and they're going to put all the pressure. Like Lakers got to get it. Lakers going to the chip. Lakers, so everybody going to say guarantee. Shannon Sharp going to let you know LeBron got the win. And well, I don't know, he like Joker too, but really, what I'm saying, everybody loves LeBron.
Well, Shannon loves the Lakers
and the Lakers. So everybody gonna go with the Lakers, the world, boom. But then Joker's gonna have less pressure on him. But then Murray definitely won't have the pressure on him. It's gonna be more on Joker. Yeah. Like you said, Murray being out for blood and the kind of guy we know he is. You better watch out and hope Caldwell Pope don't drop a 20 or a 15, and then Michael Porter Jr. don't one day just want to drop a 30, but at least drop a 20. You know what I mean? And then Gordon don't step it up here and there and get.
I think they probably the most complete team.
They are
in Boston, but I could be wrong. We're gonna have to see because, like we've seen with Philadelphia, it's all about coming to play. So whoever comes to play and with the talent and all that other energy
and the reason
stuff.
And not to cut you off, I feel like we are agreeing with these teams somewhat because I feel like these are the ones that are going to come to play. When we say Nuggets and Boston, now the reason I'm skeptical on the Lakers, they have been coming to play, but they've been showing a lot of times when they haven't been coming to play. That's why they've been going to 6 and 7 or whatever. They've been going long with their games.
Well, I think AD is going to be key. Because if he shut down Joker, then it's a wrap. Right?
Very.
Joker can have 10 points.
But like you said, which is dangerous, I agree with you so much with your first take too, though, with the Murray situation. Because who's covering him? Westbrook is no longer there, and I'm not knocking that. But now Russell can do it.
Russell who?
D'Angelo. D'Lo be playing out there. But then when you talk about
defense,
can't
stick no Jamal Murray.
So it's really, can Russell outscore him? And he pulled it off. He had a 31-point game.
He gonna have to.
But that's what it's about. And he ain't been doing it that much. So really, it's about.
You can't stick Jamal Murray.
That's the matchup. I think it's going to get dangerous. Like you said, Murray is going to be probably the most effective person in this whole run right there for them.
I believe Jamal. I just seeing him play, hearing him talk. Yeah. I'm good, brother. Yeah, so hearing him talking, so I believe they'll be back. I mean, you have Boston over the Heat.
I feel like at the end, they saying Tyler Hero might come back, but if Boston can keep it up, like they got Jimmy, but and then we can say they got Tatum, and Tatum can do what he can obviously do if he has to, but you know your guy Brown is a problem. So when you got Brown and Tatum. And then White come on the bench if he can actually step it up or do something. Or Marcus Smart even does his little thing here and there.
Brogdon been good for
Brogdon too, exactly. Very good. So they got a nice depth over there compared to, Duncan. He can kind of come out and give you a couple of threes here and there, but he has streaky games, so we'll see what happens. But Tyler Hero's coming off an injury. He actually hit the 3 with the injury, so we'll see what happens. You feel me? But other than that, now who you think? That's who you think?
I think the Nuggets, and I'm gonna just like I said, Nuggets and Boston. I believe will be in the finals. Hopefully, we'll see.
Who you think?
I'll put some bread on that. Now who will win?
Just as a good little, just a fun little.
Well, I mean, I've been around with Boston this long, so I'm not gonna take nothing away from them because of that tandem that we was discussing. But I don't know, man. I feel like Denver for some reason.
Fucking with Denver this year.
I think Denver, but
what's the reason? And not that matter, but what's
I
the
feel
reason?
Like they got a whole 5.
How do you earn your? That's what it is.
They have a whole 5.
I believe in that whole. They got a solid 5.
Solid 5.
Okay, I like that. And that's how I feel. I really feel. No, I agree with that 100%.
Boston, they got a 5, right? They got a 5, and they got a bench.
Very right about that though too.
So I don't know. That's what, but I want to see Murray do his thing, and I want to see Jokic get one. And
That's
we'll see
another
what
thing too.
happens.
See what happened with Jokic and could he get one? And I
I
want to see
mean, look,
Murray.
he performing at an MVP level.
You know what, man? If
He's
Murray does his
averaging a
thing,
triple double in the playoffs.
you're very right about
So I mean, I'm not taking I can't take
that.
that away from him. You
You
know
know
what I'm
one
saying?
thing, this is gonna really, we talked about it. We believe in the Embiid,
We have
season. He deserves his MVP, but we're also players that we want to see what you can do in the count. Now there is there's a championship MVP, Finals MVP,
right.
but
That's separate.
if Joker never made it to the finals, I would still have to give him the props over Embiid this year.
Me too. But I mean, you can't give it to him what 3 times or 4 times in a row. I don't know.
Exactly.
He won it so many times. They're like, all right, boy, come on.
But just the thing, they was also doing that, which we all know, because it was like Embiid's doing great this year, and we were like, he should get it. Now people started really trying to argue that, but then the way he just fell off.
Right, but he did it great last year too.
Exactly, and that's why they were like, all right, this year, come on, Joker, now you did it, but you did it, but come on, now. So this year you gotta but now, like I said, this is probably going like they probably don't want to hear that shit next year. If Joker do what he do next year,
they don't give it to him.
Like, he got it.
Yeah.
Y'all just better see if y'all can step it up, because pretty much we found out that LeBron James, no matter how great he is, he's not getting all the MVPs. We got somebody else that's doing it. Why not rock with it?
And LeBron, his MVP days is over.
Nah, yeah, most likely they're done.
Because you got to get close to triple doubles these days.
Yeah, man, you said it. That's the problem. The niggas is getting MVPs to get triple doubles. Harden, Russ, Joe, like,
yeah. So, Giannis.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Giannis won a couple times.
His double doubles was out of control. His boards
had 8 assists.
Yeah, so he was out of control. He was stupid. Yeah.
Then had blocks and steals.
That's what I'm saying. Like his other shit, and then like when his boards, he wasn't just getting 10. Sometimes he was like 40, 14, 20,
14, 15, sometimes 18. Like his boards was out of control.
He was doing dumb
at
shit.
one point,
and he was getting 40 and 20s. Like he was doing weird shit. So,
so I mean, Giannis was definitely deserving of that.
Yes,
of those years, because he was doing shit that niggas wasn't doing in the league. And that's why he was giving the Joker. He having triple doubles. He's like, all right, boy. I guess we're gonna have to just keep giving it to you, because you the only one out here showing that you doing some shit. So
and you know what, Shaq and them like it too, because everybody gives it to the little guy. You know, maybe a star, just like a halfback, but they never give to a lineman.
Right.
So in the NBA, get centers, your lineman, like they don't get all the love. Shaq probably got a certain one, but yeah, Joker, they gonna run that shit up with him for a little bit. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I like Boston though. That's gonna be a good series. I'm not gonna bet on that because that's too close. But I want to see Denver. I mean, but
right about that.
Yeah. That's it, man. We gonna wrap it up. I mean, get back to y'all. Y'all figure it out with this Sixers team, because it's gonna be broken up. So you heard it first from us. That shit is done.
Yeah.
So
I agree. It's somebody's getting taken out of there, whether it's the coach or the player. Somebody's leaving.
Somebody gone. So let's stay tuned with that. We'll go Eagles. Go Ravens. Training camp OTAs is in there right now, so we just we getting everything situated for the Super Bowl runs and stuff like that. So schedules is out. Turkey Day, Black Friday, new game. Monday nights, Thursday nights, we here. So
you know what I like too, man? Just to say, my team's like they're trying to make a little bit of moves. We paid our guy what he was supposed to be paid, and then your guys are trying to make moves. You got Odell, shout out to him, and then you paid your guy to stay, and you paid him more than our guy, which we said in another episode. But I love it. They're getting paid. The scrambling quarterbacks. Let's see what happens, man.
Yeah, I'm with it. Look, it's gonna be a good season. It's gonna be a good season. We're gonna shock some people. They forgot about Baltimore, so we gotta put us back on top. I mean, so
man, just take it easy on us when we.
But we play our preseason, man. It's only preseason, so I'm pull up though, because I always gotta see it's right across the bridge. So you know what I mean. So
that's gonna be at your house.
No, we right here in Philly.
Oh, we might have to go check that out together, man, on our cam and make shit, man. Man. You might see the session in the building.
I mean, look, you see us in the building, man. Come say what's up to us, now, I mean, because look, we always like to hear from people, see how y'all living, how y'all tickets is coming out. I mean, make sure y'all post y'all shit, tag us, let us know. I mean, And yeah, that's it, man. We'll be back though. I guess in a couple games. See how it turn out in a few games. I mean, and then we'll be back with y'all.
Depending on how that game one is, man, we might be right back.
Well, look, we might be right back quick.
Yeah, you know,
depending
don't
on
let
which
it
game
start off
was,
crazy.
right?
Like, don't let that Joker never come out and really kill somebody.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
happen. I don't know, or LeBron vice versa do something.
Right,
so we'll see what happens, man.
We're gonna see. I think it's gonna be
Or
a good
even if it's a
series.
super close game, we don't know what might happen. So we'll see what happens, man, after game 1, 2. Man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to break down. Maybe we come out with John before. I don't know, but we'll see. You know what I mean? But,
roll one,
light one,
pour one.
yeah, low boats.
You know what it is, man. We got this bitch, man.